Hi everyone, in this video we will discuss all the questions and the solutions of chapter 16, that is Interface Python with MySQL. So here we will discuss all the type A and type B questions. Now what are the steps to connect to a database from Python application? So to connect to a database, you have to, first of all, there are some prerequisites. The first thing is that you have to install MySQL in your system. And I think all of you have installed MySQL because in the previous chapters you have done queries and all those things. So MySQL should be there in your system. Otherwise, if it is not there, then you can install it from its website. It is like a open source free software and you can just install it. And if you want the installation steps and all, then I can make a separate video for that. Then the next thing is that you have to create a database and also create some tables within the database and populate the tables with some tuples. Once this much is ready, then you can work with the program. So before coming to your Python program, you have to install MySQL connector library in Python. And MySQL connector can be installed like by using pip install command, or else conda installation is also there. So depending on what type of your platform you are using, so you have to check your installation of MySQL connector. So it is given in the appendix E of this particular book, at the end of this book. Then you can just check it. Once these two things are ready, that means MySQL is there in your system and you have created a database where you have to work, and you have created few tables in it, and you have populated the tables with some rows, and MySQL connector is installed in Python. Then the next thing is to write Python program. So what is the program? The first step of the program is import the connector package. Import mysql.connector package. So this is done by import mysql.connector as MC. MC is just one alias name I have given here. You can give any name of your choice. Now the next step is to establish a connection to your MySQL database by using connect function. So connect function has to be called with respect to the that alias name that you have given to your connector package. So I have given the name as MC. So mc.connect function has to be called. So within the function you have to provide four parameters, that is host and user, password and database. Host will have the host name, that means the database server name. This is basically local host you can pass. Then user you can pass if any particular user you have created in your is MySQL, then you can pass the username. Otherwise, you can just give the default username, that is root. Now password PASSWD, that is one more parameter where you have to pass your write your password. This is the same password that you use when you log into your database. Now next is the database parameter, where you have to specify the database name. So in the previous step, then the first step that you have created one database in your MySQL. So that particular database name you have to provide over here. Let's say here I have given testdb as the database name. Now once these parameters you will give, this function is executed and it will return one connection object. So that will be stored in a variable, let's say mycon. Now next thing is that your connection is established through this connection object mycon. Now if you want to verify whether the connection is successfully established or not, then you can just give a condition if mycon dot is underscore connected. So is underscore connected is a method that can be called with a connection object, and it will return true or false. If it is successful, then you can give some print statement, let's say successful. Then once you run this program, if you are getting this successful as output, then you can see that it is connected. Otherwise, you will get some error. Like if you have given some wrong username or password name, or the database does not exist, all this sort of things will be there, means then connection will not be established. Now write code to connect to a MySQL database, namely school, and then fetch all the records from table student where grade is A. So first of all, you have to create a database with name school in your MySQL database. And within that database, you can create a table with name student. The student table is already given in your book, so you can just create a table with a name student with the same values that are given in the book. And just you have to create one database school, and within that you can create this table. Now next thing is to write the code. Just I told you, first of all you have to establish the connection. So you have to import the connector package mysql.connector as mc. Now you have to create the connection object by passing all these four parameters, that is host name, username, password and database name. So here you have to specify the database as school. Now cursor object has to be created, that is connection object dot cursor function is called, and cursor object is created and it is stored in a variable called cursor. Can give any other variable name. So this object allows you to process the records in the result set. Result set is basically the output of a query. So whatever rows are there in this result set, those you can process by using cursor object. Now, execute function has to be called with respect to the cursor object. This execute function takes a SQL query string as argument. So within that query, through that query, you can just pass your search criteria, whatever you want to access from the table. Now suppose here we have given select star from student where grade is equal to A. So this is the query string which has to be passed within execute function. Now this query will be processed or executed, and the result of this query will be stored in a variable, in that particular variable cursor. Now to see the output, to check the result set, we have to call the function fetch all. There are different fetch functions are there. Here we will call fetch all, and this function will fetch all the records of result set which are there in cursor object, and those will be stored in a variable data, and it will be stored in a form of tuples. That means each record will be stored in a form of one tuple. Now we have to view the data. If you want to get the data to be printed, then you just have to use a for loop for row in data. That means in data the tuples will be there, so you have to read them one by one, or you have to print them one by one. So all records have to be processed one row at a time, so you have to use a loop. So here you have used for loop for row in data print row. Now you can get the output. That means it will show you, it will fetch all the records from student table where grade is A. Now predict the output of the following code. Here one SQL connection is established with your SQL MySQL database. Now here DB is the connector object, and cursor object is also created. Now the query string is like this: update category set name is equal to %s, where id is equal to %s, and these two are like variables that you are passing the actual values as css, 2. So wherever the id is 2, there the name value will be css in the table category. This table should be present in some database. That database name you have to pass while creating the connection object. Now you have to call the execute function. Within execute function, it is that query string is passed, and now it is printing how many rows are affected through this query. So as you know, this is just one update statement where one particular name will be updated, where the id is 2. So the output is number of rows affected is equal to 1. One row whose ID is equal to 2, its name will change to or updated to CSS. Now explain what the following query will do. So here we are just establishing a connection with your MySQL database, and we are creating the connection object and cursor object. Connection object is DB and cursor object is cursor. And here there are two variables, person ID and last name, and these two values will be entered by the user at runtime, and these two values will be inserted into the table called staff. So this is basically entering a new record into the table staff. The only thing is that we are not giving the value in the program. It will ask the user to enter the values of person ID and last name while running this program. So if you run this program, it will ask you for person ID, and second thing, it will ask for the last name, and these two values will be inserted into the table staff. But there are two small errors in this program. First thing is that there in the book it is given db.execute, which is wrong. Actually, execute function has to be called with respect to the cursor object. Here cursor object is cursor and db is the connection object. So we cannot call execute function with that. And second thing, one more thing is there, that is person ID. This is one integer type of value. So we have to just pass integer data. So while taking this value, you can convert it into integer. These two things you can just modify and this will work fine. Now explain what the following query will do. So here we are creating a MySQL database connection object, and we are creating one cursor object also, and we are executing this query, that is select star from staff where person ID in 134. We have used your format function. So that means it will just select those particular records from the table staff where person IDs are 1 and 3 and 4. So it will just give you these three records, display these three records. Now we will discuss the type B questions. The first question is, design a Python application that fetches all records from PET table of Menagerie database. So here you can see, first of all, you have to follow these steps. First thing is to create a database in MySQL with name Menagerie. Then within this database, you have to create a table called PET with some columns, and you have to create some records also. That means first of all, this database and this table has to be existing. Otherwise, once you establish the connection and it will search for this table, it will not find it. So these are the first things that you have to do before writing the Python program. Now you have to write the Python code to establish the connection with your MySQL database and fetch all the records from the table PET. So here just in my MySQL database, I have just created this table called PET, and you can see the screenshot of that one. I've created just two columns like PET name and PET type, and I've given some names and some types. So this is how you can create like your PET table, and you can have more column names and you can populate it with more data. Now you have to establish a connection with your MySQL database. Here we are dealing with a database Menagerie. So you have to provide that particular database name in a parameter, in that particular database parameter. Now like that, you have created your connection object. Then cursor object has to be created. Then cursor.execute, within that you have to pass the query that is your select star from PET. So it will display all the records from the table PET. Now this this result set will be stored in this cursor, which has to be fetched by using fetch all function. So once it is fetched, then it will be stored in a form of tuples in a variable, let's say data. So we will just check the content of data by using a for loop, and you can see the output is like this. All the records are coming in a form of tuples. Now design a Python application that fetches only those records from event table of Menagerie database where type is kernel. So You have already created a menagerie database in MySQL. And the next thing is that if you have not created, you have to create that database. Then within that database, you have to create another table called event with some columns. And since here we are dealing with a column called type, so you have to create a column with name type. Now populate the table with some records having type column value as kernel in some of the tuples. So kernel should be value for the attribute type in some of the records of this table event. Now you have to write the Python code to establish a connection with MySQL database and fetch those records from the table event where type is kernel. Now let's see. Now this is a very simple program, just you have done earlier. You have to just import the connector package, then create the connection object by providing all the 4 parameters. Make sure your database name is menagerie, and you have to create the cursor object, and you can call the execute function by passing the particular query in that function. Here we want like the particular types where event types where type is kernel. So you have to write the query like that. Select star from event. Event is the table name where type is equal to kernel. Now the result set will be stored in cursor that we can fetch by using fetch all function. Now those will be referred or stored in a variable data. Now we can just process them one by one by using a for loop, and you can print it to see the output. Now design a Python application to obtain a search criteria from user and then fetch records based on that from EMPL table. So here the same thing you are doing, but only thing is that the query that you are passing within execute function, that you have to give it at runtime. That means that the user has to pass the query while running the program. So we have to first import the connector package, then you have to create the connection object. Now cursor object is created. Now you have to take a variable query, which will is a string type of variable, where you have to just store. You can just put a you can call the input function and just you can write enter the search criteria. So that will be printed while running the query. So there the user can give the query. So whatever query is given by the user, that is stored in a variable query. So you have to just pass that query within execute function. Now it will execute that query and give you the output. Now let's see. Now once you run the program, it will ask the user to enter the search criteria. Now suppose here I have not used the EMPL table because that is not there in my SQL database. I have not created that table. The student table is there. So here I am writing that one. Otherwise, if you have to create EMPL table, which is given in the book, some 14 chapter, 13 chapter, that table is given. And you have to just create that table in your MySQL database. Then you can write any query of your choice. Here I have just written select roll number, name, section from student where grade is equal to B. Now you can see the output is like this. So it will display roll number, name and section of those students whose grade is B. Similarly, so second run, one more run. Once you run, then second time I have given this search criteria, that is select name, section from student where marks less than 80. So this is showing those particular records. Now here is the solutions of chapter 16, that is interface Python with MySQL. Here we have discussed all the type A and type B questions. And if there is any doubt, you can put it in comment section. And stay tuned for more solutions and do subscribe. Thank you.